do you know who I am? Clearly I know who you are, I'm here.
Right.
Well, I have a question too. My question is more based on the younger generation. Because you do have the organization you founded, the Men's Empowerment Group. What do you say about the younger kids who want to be in industry? You know, what advice do you give them? Because they're gonna go out here and they may not be, you know, gay, they may not wanna be on the down low, but they want that career. You know, they want that career. They're gonna take that $200,000 check and they may do whatever it takes to get that. So it is a lot of, you know, even though you had to go through the issue and build yourself and make it therapeutic for you, what do you say to advise them so they don't have to go down that long road of healing themselves?
It's very difficult, and I always tell, you know, whenever a parent is involved, if a parent is involved, to make sure that they know what their child is doing, where their child is. Like a lot of parents I've noticed, or I've learned of from working in this business, they'll go and they drop their child off at the studio. And I'm like, she's only 16. And she's in there with men, like these are grown men, and they're smoking, they're doing the same thing they're doing in the street, they're doing it right in the studio. So she's in this environment. I don't know if y'all, like Ashanti for instance, how she ended up sleeping with RWAtv, like the whole Murder Inc. crew. Because she was a young girl trying to get put on, and then, because young girls, they say, okay, come to the studio, write some lyrics, sing some back. You know, they have them going in, make them feel like they're doing something. And when you're young and you're impressionable, you're like, oh my God, I'm in the studio. Oh my God. They asked me to write some stuff. And it's all a game. It's all a con game that they're always doing. They see how much they can do to get from you. Like, how vulnerable are you going to be? And they'll keep doing that, you know, stringing you along to break, because it's all that's the breaking down. I'm breaking you down so I can build you back up my way. So no other man can come in and take you. So that's what it basically is. So it's very difficult to try and instill these morals to young people, because when you look at Soulja Boy, who is a platinum selling artist, and started in his basement with his own little keyboard, everybody wants to be like that. They're like, oh, that's what I want to be. I want to be an artist. And I think it's just very important that the parent has to be involved. Like, you can't leave your kids unattended. Be very hands-on. I think that's why being, you know, Matthew knows Sonia, who's Sonia Noble, Brandy's mother, Bow's mother, yeah, Usher's mother. How they're very hands-on, because, you know, they know this industry will eat your child up, and a lot of people have been taken advantage of.
Now you mentioned a book that you wrote that was prior to How to Hip Hop. Will that book be coming out about the relationship that you had with the abusive gentleman?
No. I was thinking about just doing it as a magazine article, maybe for Essence, but there's not going to be a book.
It's because you don't want to give him
even if it's the article.
Don't even give him that.
I don't know if I missed it or not, I may have, but I know that you went through something with at your cousin's house with a neighbor. Before that happened, did you have any desires for
men?
So do you think that had an effect, what happened?
Definitely.
Yeah. Now do you think if it was done by a female, that you would?
Because it was a female that you dealt with also. Wasn't her name June?
Yeah.
You dealt with her
But
also.
after,
But the man,
you don't like her?
It's the college one.
Oh,
Yeah, Jasmine.
Yeah. If you had never been introduced to that, do you think you would have ended up gay? Or do you think that that was just a trigger and eventually you would have been here anyway?
I don't know.
It's kind of like just like a spark that, like a, you know, something, I guess it's like one of those changing points in the life where it would, if it wasn't for this incident, then you never know what would have happened. If it would have came.
But that's what I used to think like that before. Like, if that never would have happened, I would always just say, I would be married now with kids. Like, how would I would always see myself as, you know, a family man. Right. That's what I thought I was going to be like. That's what I thought my life was going to be. Until that incident happened, and then it just changed everything. And because no one said anything to me, I think that's what I felt like. Well, maybe this is what I am. That they knew something that I didn't know.
Have you ever had any of your, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Have you ever had any of your past girlfriends say, I knew it?
No.
I know.
I'm sorry, you had your hand up first.
I have a question. How are you as far as with your, because I remember you mentioned in the book that you wasn't real close with your family, but as far as, are you and your siblings, are y'all?
Which is my sister now.
No, your siblings. I'm talking your siblings as a whole.
But I thought you got closer to
That's what I'm, okay.
I only have one sister.
Right. I'm just saying siblings.
already passed.
Right.
But you had 5, so 2
Siblings.
passed away.
And then him, so
No,
is
there's
he?
4 of us.
It's
Oh,
4 of
two.
them.
It was 5
I
together.
was counting you as 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 all together, yeah.
So your 2 brothers passed away.
No, it was
It was
4.
It's 4 of them.
You know, I keep counting.
She's counting him and Chloe. It's 5 all together.
It's
But it's 4
4.
together.
He
No.
knows how many brothers.
In a girl fight.
2 brothers, so I never
I'm not still going, but like it's 5.
I
No,
said siblings. I'm like, what siblings she's talking about?
for your sister, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. But me and my sister are close. Me and my family, you know, I'm close to a lot of my cousins.
Yeah.
My aunt, the one that's the real religious one, I think she still has a difficult time. Even though we talk, you know, and
Has she read the book?
Now wait, which aunt's house were you spending the night at when all of this happened? With the neighbor?
That was the uncle.
she's still
Oh, the party.
partying. Her husband's still
They
partying.
still
She's
doing
not
their
funny.
thing.
Still
Now your
doing
cousin
it.
Carl was there with you when the thing happened with Ramon. So how's your cousin Carl at this point?
No, Carl killed.
That's right.
But there was another cousin,
It was another cousin in the room.
somebody else was in the room, but they weren't.
The kid,
Carl
that's
was
the
it
younger
There were
one.
2
All the other
brothers in the room.
yeah.
But I think they were
weren't
asleep or
saying
something.
nothing. They ain't hear nothing.
He was sleeping with one and the other one was in the other bed, right?
It was him and
Andrew
his
was the
cousin
oldest
in the
one.
bed.
He had his own bed. Carl had his own bed, and the 2 younger ones shared a bed. So I would always sleep with Carl, because me and Carl were the same age. Andrew was much older than us. So they, you know, so Andrew had his own bed, Carl had his own bed, and the 2 younger ones had their own bed. They slept together.
So they didn't
But Carl
mess
got
with,
Thank you.
he didn't mess with the older one, because the older one probably would have.
Exactly.
Right.
Beat him up.
But they didn't
But they weren't still in the same room, so how
Right.
did they ain't hear, they ain't look, they ain't.
Because they weren't really
How
making
can
too
you say
many
this ain't
noises.
going on for years?
Yeah, they
When
weren't
they
making
had
noise.
sleep in
Right.
the house, it ain't no waking him up, thunderstorm.
Have you ever seen this
I'm
guy
glad you
again?
said something.
Do you even know what your emotions would be if you saw him? You know how you would react to it, or
Yeah.
I'm surprised he made it out that neighborhood,
Yeah.
because
We don't know.
Daddy,
I know something yet.
no, he ran that day. Your
Okay.
uncle's
But
day.
after that day, we never saw him
But
again.
yeah,
So
yeah,
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
knows.
So yeah.
Your uncle got him. He just ain't saying nothing.
I think my grandma got him.
Did something.
I think it was grandma who got him.
Well,
That whole family done loaded up a bed.
Hand on it, but all
Like,
that.
you disappeared.
Where that four brothers when they had the little ice circle in the middle? That was Detroit, right? When they rolled out when
That
that
was
little ice.
Boston. That was Boston.
Oh, I thought that was Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit's still cold enough.
Right.
They had that rope ride on down that ice to take them out. Wow. Anybody else had questions?
I do.
Mhm.
Okay, with the brothers on the DL, how is it that you can always spot them? If they're so discreet about how they are, and me personally, I probably wouldn't be able to tell, but how are you able to tell? Is it like a twinkle in their eye, or
Did you say a little twinkle?
You know, it's that look you said. It's
It's
some kind of
something.
look that they have.
Who said that?
You
You
did
did
in
in
the
the
book.
book?
It's
How's it
that?
No, it's a look that kind of transpires. That look, maybe they hiding something, or
they're looking at you a little bit too long?
No. It's
You just know.
They saying
just
something.
no. You just no. Like there's this, like instinctually when you know when your man is cheating on you, instinctively you just another man just know. And but also a lot of times I didn't know. Remember, you know.
Yeah, you was trying to figure it out.
Charles.
Yeah, he was trying to read them.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe he's not.
Well, can I bring my next gentleman down?
hello.
Can I just bring my TV? You
Look,
want
look,
to
look,
like this?
look,
Is
Because
a
we
real
don't stop by my mama's house.
This is a real good friend of mine. Terrence, this is so and so. Can you just give me a wink? That wink, I know.